Now you have the one that really turned me up today, okay? This guy. You see this guy? Take a look at this. Look at this guy. He is turning a hose on a homeless woman, trying to get her off the street. This really, really bothers me for a lot of reasons, and it bothered a lot of you too. It's getting a ton of views, okay? Now, this is wrong what he did. It would also be wrong if someone came by and knocked him out for what he's doing. But I can't say I would be first to condemn whoever did that. It would be wrong. But at some point, you got to take a stand. And it's his nonchalance that got me, sitting there with his legs folded. She's screaming, ah. If it were a rat, he wouldn't have done that. He'd probably run away. But he's not afraid of her. She's powerless. She's a pest, littering the sidewalk, hurting business. And something has led that old fool to believe that this is okay. Because there's zero shame in his game. Look how nonchalant there is. Now there is shame in his game. Why? Because the cancel crew is coming for him. He's all apologies. His business wasn't open for business today. And I got to tell you, I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of crowdsourced consequences, okay? And I'll tell you why. It's the easy way out. It's the easy way out for you guys. I went on there and I yelled at him on Twitter, and now he's lost his job and he's lost his money. He's lost it. Look, I get it. The outrage, the resolve, the response to the video of the guy with the hose, I get it, but it's wasted on him because he is not the problem. You need to channel that outrage into a demand for action to fix the problem. I bring him up not to add to the hate parade, and I told people on social media today, don't encourage people to go hurt this guy. Look, does it satisfy on some level? Yeah, like I'm saying, if that video from some concerned citizen, and good for them for catching this, if someone had walked by and I would have been like, well, that's what you get, but that wouldn't be the best of me. That would be the worst of me, and we don't want that to be the rule. But we do want to take advantage of this attention because we don't usually pay a lot of attention to homelessness, okay? But instead of coming from a place of vengeance, let's come from a place of determination to change. I don't want to do it like Fox does, where you keep showing homeless people like there's some new brand of plague, like an army of mentally ill, responsible for all the crime. The new version of Trump's brown menace, the way he talks about migrants, like they're all here to take your job, your woman, your life. So I want to use the energy and go to the people who have the power to do something about it, and I'm going to make it easy for you. Okay? Don't go on Twitter and just beat up on this cat who, you know, he'll never be relevant. Look at your screen right now. Okay? Guess whose district this is? Nancy Pelosi. She's got some time on her hand now that she's not speaker. Why doesn't she commit herself to this? She's the representative for District 11. That's this area of San Francisco. There's her number, 202-225-4965. Call her with that outrage. How dare a woman get treated like this on the street? How dare she have to be there? What are you doing about it? Pelosi, Scott Wiener, state senator, 415-557-1300. Aaron Peskin, the supervisor for District 3, 415-554-7450. The Assembly, the state, very important in this. Matt Haney, you see his number. Shireen McSpadden, the executive director of the San Francisco Department of Homelessness and Supportive Housing. I'm not saying they're bad people. I believe in public service, but this is where to channel the outrage. Because this is outrageous. The nonchalance of a man to turn a hose on somebody he should be helping. And we all do it. I don't know how many homeless people I walk by, and I try not even to meet eyes with them. Because we've gotten too comfortable in our society looking at someone like that as an other instead of as a brother or a sister. So if you care, care. And watch tomorrow. I can't wait to see whether or not there are ratings for this segment. I have somebody who has studied the problem. In fact, he has lived it. Specifically in California, specifically in San Francisco where this happened. He wrote a book about it. Now, California is not nitpicking, okay? It's not a target of, just a convenience. they have the majority of unsheltered homeless. Partly why? The weather. But also because of their response or lack thereof. We need better solutions for the homeless. I believe it's a metaphor issue for us as a society. I always have. My family's been very involved in this. I've done the least. But my brother started an organization that's one of the nation's largest homeless housing authorities, Housing Enterprise for the Less Privileged. HELP, you can look it up. My sister Maria ran it a lot longer than Andrew, who invented it. Now, we've got to do better. But here's why we don't. It's expensive. It's expensive. We don't want to spend money on these people because they don't vote. And we don't want to really help them that much. Why? Because they're others. We don't want to fix it as much as we want to complain about it and pick these small points of outrage like this jerk with a hose to vent. When Mayor Adams here in New York City said he was going to force homeless to get help, there was more energy and pushback fighting for the rights of the homeless to not get help than there was in finding a better solution. And what's the proof? What happened? Where'd it go? Just fizzled away. Adams got punched in the face a few times for wanting to do this, and he was like, this isn't worth it. You can't fault him. There comes a point when somebody is not capable of taking care of themselves anymore. Look, homeless is rarely a choice, okay? If somebody really wants to camp for a living, they want to disconnect from society that way, that's their right, but they're going to have to do it somewhere where it's legally allowed. But very few of the homeless, like this woman on the street, she's not living a dream. She's there because it's a nightmare, because she has to. And we can do so much better, and we all know it. And that may mean forcing people to get help and removing them from the street against their will. But look, it's what's happening. You think homelessness is about the same it's always been? It's not even close. It was up from 2019 to 2020, 15%. 15%. And it was up more during the pandemic. And it's all over the country. We're well over 500,000 people every night in the richest country per capita in the world who has to sleep outside. Less than 10% of them spend the night in a shelter. Why? Shelters suck. That's why. They're not safe. They'd rather live on the street. They'd rather sleep on a sewer grate. And some of them are too sick to know the difference. You know who else is out there in that population? Minors, especially LGBTQ. Oh, we love them. We want to protect them. You identify any way you want. We love you. We protect you. Except when you're in your most vulnerable and worst situation in our society, out on the streets, we don't do a damn thing for you. Veterans, love our troops. Love them. Love them, love them, love them, love them. You know how many of them are homeless? Will shock you. Disproportionately male, disproportionately black. And the scariest number is that there is a huge slice of our country that is a paycheck or a problem away from being in the same situation. And we have no social safety net because we don't care the way we do about the jerk with the hose. So, you want to have a real discussion about what we're about as a society? You look at this problem. Don't find some stupid petty fight like who hid more documents, Biden or Trump. That's all BS, and you know it. You know it's a distraction. You know it's noise. You know they don't give a damn about what they're saying. But it helps them not have to deal with this, not have to put the shoulder to the grindstone. They don't want to do that. You may have to force some situations. You may have to be uncomfortable, may be unpopular, may be expensive. But if you care, you care. Okay? So that's, I think, obvious. And you'll see tomorrow night, if you come, we're going to spend some time on this. You'll see how obvious the fixes are and why they're avoided. So if you want to be outraged, I'm your man. I'm all for that. I'm all for anger and passion and righteous indignation, but channeled into productivity. Not just some blame game or BS. That's me. How about you?